Paulie Taylor here. Well, I represent the homeless, housing for the homeless actually. I never believed that homeless should be living in the streets. I always thought it was a health hazard personally. But that was when I was younger. I was probably 18 at the time, and I thought somebody else would handle the situation. Well, I'm 51 now, and I've seen that the situation has not been handled. It has grown out of proportion, actually. Instead of it just being a homeless situation in a couple of cities, it's going on all around the world, actually. Here in D.C., it's a very popular city. We have tourism, commuters, visitors, everybody comes here, and so does the homeless from around the world. They think they actually can get housing here in DC, but what they end up doing is being shoved into a shelter that's really subhuman, and they cannot stand it, so they end up in the streets. And they're survivors, actually. They're survivors of the aftermath of poverty, where people they look at the pie in the sky and they forget that it's about humanity and caring. People have come and brought food and clothing from who knows where, but they show that they care. If more people care, we probably wouldn't have this situation that we have now.
Can you describe the situation, like what's happened in the last week?
So far what I've gathered is it was people, well, as you look at this spot, there are a lot of commuters around, and it wasn't so much them complaining, but people actually in the neighborhood made complaints. It was actually quite beautiful to see all those tents. Those tents have not been here for long, though. It was just this summer that somebody had gave away tents, sleeping blankets, that kind of thing. And these tents started going up everywhere. You see what I'm saying? People were here before the tents. They will be here when all the tents are gone. They were huddled up in corners, things like that, surviving through winters. And they're survivors. They know how to do it. They've done it before. The tents are a luxury. It's like a luxury hotel, actually. They've been through hardship. People have been through hardship out here. And these little tents just made their life a little bit easier. As their life was getting easier, people decided to just come and move them anywhere, just move them around, just get them out of sight, actually. Out of sight, out of mind. But that's not the way it happens. The people will eventually come back to this area, tent or no tent.
So I know that they were clearing you out last Friday. Did some people just say, I don't want to go? And
some people left on their own because they didn't. They're tired of the hijinks of the city government. They promise you one thing and they do another. It's constant and continual. I love these people, these churches, these organizations that say, look, man, they come out here from the kindness of their heart and try to make our lives a little bit brighter. But they don't understand. It's actually a horror story created by the city government, and they have no idea what's going on with homelessness. Everybody, once again, is looking for somebody else to handle it. Well, that somebody is me. You see what I'm saying? I'm 51 years old. I'm sick and tired of this whole situation. You cannot help people from the streets. You have to get them into a decent environment. You see what I'm saying? Where they can get assistance, whether it's medical, disability, mental issues, incarceration, this, that, this making it impossible for them to get back into a norm of society.
Has the district offered you any kind of assistance in the last week?
Well, the thing is, right now, I'm getting help because I'm searching for help. I need help very badly. It was times where I was kind of mixed up. My mind was mixed up. People would offer help, but I didn't want those issues. I didn't know where I've been through the system, and I didn't like what I was going through so far, and what these people was offering, it didn't look as bright as what they said it was. The thing is, I took a chance. And it's taking time, but things are coming together. I noticed that bureaucracy and the slow wheels of change, those issues. But if you kind of just be truthful, be honest, and be open with people and yourselves, you'll get a whole lot farther than trying to be deceptive and deceiving and issues like that. Because, I mean, you have to cover up lies and lies, and this just make your mind a mixed bowl of wax in the end.
I'd really like to thank you for talking to me, Paulie Taylor.
Yes.